Sorry. Hey, we're back in the action here. We're back in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Beautiful Sunday morning, 8 o'clock start. Just catching up here at the bottom of the second inning, where the Long Shots lead 3-2 here. Had a mountain of technical problems here early, but our technical crew was able to pull it together here. So we're back on. Colin Kiersgaard on the mound for the Long Shots. Collins ahead 1-2 here. Wind blowing in here at Nash Park. Plays 182 straightaway center, 321 down the lines. Had a chance to stop at Summer Moon for coffee this morning. Nice local establishment featuring their moon milk. Go ahead and put it in the chat if you want to know what moon milk is. It's not what you think. Long Shots facing CBT 16 unit. Don't know what that stands for. We'll try to research that. They managed to work it full here. See if Colin can come back and get him. Misses that one outside, low. And leadoff man's aboard. Represents the tying run at first. Scoreboard in full effect today. It's nice to see. Big, powerful tournaments you spend a lot of money for. It's good to see the scoreboards working.
75 miles per hour.
Yeah, well, that one looks like it was just mounted last week. They're going for the retro look with the bracketry, with the patina, incandescent bulbs and everything. Yeah. At $15 a pop. Parents are standing on the hoods of their truck in the parking lot, you know. Always amazed that spend $4,000 for a travel tournament and they won't spend $5 to walk into the ballpark. Looks like Johnny Trago's in the dugout getting some words of wisdom from Coach Rooney. Outfield looks straight away for the Long Shots. That one chopped on the ground. Foul. Sroka, number 22, first at bat of the game, the lefty for CBT. That one fouled back. 1-2 the count. Good coaching by the first baseman over there, first base coach. Always want to be able to see it. That's important. Got a little battle going on here early in the morning. My broadcasting partner is absent. He's usually when Their youngsters on the mound. It's hard to find them. And that's the case this morning. It's also keeping Game Changer pacing up and down the left field line. 2-2 the count. Runner on first by way of free pass here. Throw over to first, nothing doing. There it is. Yep, see the ball. A little double play ball here. Be nice. Another full count here early. Nice pitch, and that's might be another busted up bat. Oh, man. Beats it out. So the ground ball to the shortstop. Fires it over to first. It's a slow roller, possibly a broken bat. Single. Picked cleanly, thrown cleanly. Speedy lefty gets down the line, makes it happen. And now they're on board, first and second. CBT's in business here with no outs. It's a swinging strike there for strike one. Collins ahead here. 0-2. Gets him inside. Snap throw over to first. Runner back safely. That's one away. That's going to turn the lineup over perhaps. Excuse me, that's 16 Babbitts. Babbitt's the number 10 hitter in the lineup here. Nice high fastball inside there. Gets him swinging for strike two. Maybe. Sorry, 2-1 the count here with one out. Nice pitch there by Collin. Evens the count at 2-2 here. Let's go ahead and get this guy here, Kiersgaard. Just misses inside. Full count here, third full count of the inning, I believe. Lost him. Bases loaded now. Bases loaded, top of the order coming up here. One out. The top of the order was on fire, and they mustered 3 hits in that first inning. Altman walked. Caviani hit. Tremmy on the error. Excuse me, Altman on the error. second base, I believe, on the first at bat. One and one here. And that's trouble for the gear. Ball flared out in the center field. Shortstop going out, makes a beautiful catch, fires it in. Nice job by Colin to back it up, throw in. No damage there. Not my party there. Two-way bases loaded. Colin might get himself out of it. It's a pop-up right side. Right fielder underneath it. Squeezes the leather, and they get out of it with no damage. And with one out, bases loaded, two pop-ups, that's going to end the inning. Long Shots 3, CBT 2. We'll be back in the action here in just a minute. Top of the order here for the Long Shots. Bryce Paulston, shortstop, steps in. The Long Shots leading by 1 here. Repeaters up and running. And we are in full action here. Love it. That one upstairs misses. Let's go.
I think it's 2-1.
Partner's back at the booth
Hey.
here. He's walking up and down, getting his exercise in while Colin was on the mound for the Shots. See, now that just mystifies me, right? And it's That one misses, and that's fine, but let's just
A little inconsistent out there.
just a
Don't
tad.
quite know where to hunt if you're the pitcher or the hitter.
So I almost believe you got to swing at that one because it's been called the first 2 innings.
Let's go, Colin.
Yeah, here comes Byers. Byers reached on a base on balls first at bat, and he scored a run. Colin Long, tall, strong left-hander.
Oh,
Missed that one out. Slow roller third. Byers fast, and wow, half step gets him. Oops, sorry.
no mic on?
I just got no production value. I'm watching the game.
Oh,
It's so hard.
I could try to do both over here.
Yeah, right. I'll just
Go, Matt.
pay more attention. Ranger. Matt Ranger reached on a beautiful hit. RBI single. And he scored a run. So he's 1 for 1 today. Nice looking stat line on the first time through the shoot for the youngster.
Right there, good looking curveball, Ryan, from this pitcher. Dropped it in there in the inside corner.
Yeah, both of them went down, but I didn't want to mess with your gear. That one fisted out, hit strong out in center field. Center fielder backing up. Short of the track. Nice. Put a charge in it. Nice play by the center fielder to get the out. That's 2 away here.
Well, it's a quick half inning, Ryan.
Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. Still waiting for these long shots hitters to find their mojo here. I think they're still kind of getting used to each other. This is third game of the season for them. And wood bat tournament coming out of high school with aluminum bats has maybe a psychological, certainly affects the exit velocity, on base percentage. But it's the same wooden bats on both sides of both teams here, so we're going to figure it out sooner or later here. Colin climbs back up on the bump here, start his warm-up pitches. We'll be back in the action in just a minute. It sounds like Ozzy Osbourne, Crazy Train, being played in the background. Starting to liven it up here in Kenosha. Back in the action here. Top of the third.
72 miles.
Inside misses. Hit on the ground. And that goes through the hole between third and short. It's going to be a clean hit. Graham Roberts, catcher for long shots, calling out direction. Zach Raby, he's 1 for 1 with an RBI today. He's batting with no outs and a man on first. Chopper to second base, flips it over to first, gets the out there, advances the runner. There's one away. Coaches from the sideline calling in some direction here. Trying to figure it out here. Consult with an expert here in a minute. I think they're questioning where Graham's setting up in the box. That one hammered, fouled, out of play down the left field line. I think they're saying too deep. He's got long arms, you know, so it makes up for it. A 2-1 here with one away, runner on second. Man, that ball just missed high.
Hello, Ryan.
Okay. Ground ball third base. Squeaks through the hole again. Runners on the corners. That's going to be a clean single. Second well-placed ball just past the third baseman, between the third base and short. Second one in this inning. Runners on the corners. Playing a little tight here, I think. Loosen up and have some fun. It's just a game. That ball hit in the air. Third baseman calling it. Comes in, squeezes the letter. That's going to be out number 2. Big out there on the infield with runner on scoring position 90 feet away. Represents the tying run. Go ahead, run on first. Like an egg sandwich here with some breakfast sausage would be nice. Maybe on an English muffin. Not a big biscuit fan. Partner, you like biscuits? Well, not really, Ryan. Oh, there's a shot out in the left. One hops the right left fielder. Fires it into the cut man, and the game is tied. Game tied here with 2 away here in the bottom of the third. It's a close one here. Runners at first and second for CBT. Cowan steps off the rubber, threatens a throw over to second. Not a bad move. 2 games a day. It's the third in the Kenosha Chicago Scouts Association tournament. Shots will be playing their 4th game at 12:30. The heat of the day. 20% chance of rain late afternoon. Should be okay. Maybe I jinxed it.
Work there.
Nice, gets the swinging strike there. 1 ball, 2 strikes now with 2 away here. We can limit the damage to just 1. Long shots, I believe, have the middle of the order coming up. Nice curveball there. Josh misses. Good idea there. You checked out on me. You checked out. I'm over here talking to myself like a salami. Oh, sorry. Fouls that one back. You know, the Genoa salami, consequently, very chatty. There's strike 3, swinging. That's going to end the inning. Game tied as we move in the bottom of the 3rd. Long shots will take the sticks and see if they can't put up a crooked number here. We'll be back in the action on the Nero Broadcast Network in just a minute.
I'm Amber Patton of Total Control Sports and professional softball player. The Total Control balls are a weighted hitting ball system that develops a hitter's strength and extension through the hitting zone while providing instant feedback. They are used by individuals of all ages for both baseball and softball throughout the world, from recreational Little League all the way up through the professional levels. Major league teams like the Texas Rangers, travel ball gold teams like the Beverly Bandits, as well as over 10,000 colleges, universities, and high schools. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Thank you for joining us on the Nero Broadcast Network. If you want to stay updated with new content, please help us by subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell icon to enable notifications. This will ensure you're notified whenever new videos are uploaded. And the pitcher for the shots coming up to bat, Colin Kiersgaard. .6'2", 195-pound right-hander. Makes that one upstairs for ball 1. Takes a hack at that one. Evens the count up at 1-1.
Pitcher's bringing some pretty good heat today. He's been sitting in the high 70s, 80, maybe an 81.
Ooh, that almost gets a piece of Colin there.
That's one you got to lean into a little bit. His brand new elbow guard.
Yeah, $100 there. Is that what you call taking it for the team? That one misses outside.
Thought he might call that one a strike.
I'd had to go take a walk around the park if that was the case.
It was lower than he's calling him today. I don't know about the outside part, though.
Look at the lens on that. That's pretty impressive. You take a picture of Nat on top of the fence in center field.
They're getting his nostrils, I think.
And Callan works a walk there, trots on down, takes first. Go ahead run now at first base. Courtesy runner coming in. It's Poston, the shortstop. Poston or Poston?
That's a good question. Maybe we can meet their parents between games here, or one of them, assuming one's here, and find that out. We need to get the phonetics and the media guide.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind including the phonetical spelling of these guys when they set the lineup, that'd be
we'll
great.
Have to send a team message out. If you could just send us the phonetical pronunciation of your first and last names, along with, you need to get, some media facts too. Hobbies.
Hobbies, yeah. Hobbies, all right.
Favorite movies.
Number 24, right-hander, second baseman Jonah steps in with a go-ahead run at first with nobody out. Speedy Poston at first. That one outside. Called appropriately.
You never know today. He's been calling that outside strike pretty
consistently.
Relatively consistently. He's not giving the pitchers much high and low, though.
Snap or pickoff attempt back at first. Posted in safely. Much warmer here today than yesterday. T-shirt weather. Slight overcast skies. Might just be the air quality.
Is that a cell tower in center, Ryan?
Yeah, that's T-Mobile.
Is that the Nero Broadcasting antenna out there?
Yeah, you can see my
Pull
banner.
Up your truck and that's on the flatbed.
Timeout called and granted. Home plate umpire. Another pickoff attempt at first and safely. Be a little quicker on the draw on that. Bunting attempt back to the pitcher. Got one to play, and that's going to go to first. And moves him over to second. Excuse me. That'll bring up Rocco Nero.
All right.
Nero due here. Like to see him get the barrel of the bat on a ball here, drive one out in the gap, get something cooking.
You know what the coaches are looking for? Something to the right side. Runner on second, less than 2 outs.
First pitch
drive to right center would be nice.
Yeah. There we go. That first pitch offering wide for ball one. Nero pops that one up right side. Right fielder giving chase. Foul ball, and it falls down. Out of play. Nero gets another chance at it here. But you count even. Got a little exercise there, running down the baseline. Get the blood pumping.
Good to see Rocco get another life here. That one was just a little too far away for the right fielder to catch up to. Also, fighting the sun makes that first step a little harder to get a read on.
So he's seen it. Chops that one foul. Opportunity here to go ahead and run at second base. 1 out, 2-2 the count. Looks like a slider started inside. Gets Nero swinging.
I'm looking for another 2-out RBI hit here.
Yeah. Good gravy. The struggle is real. Yankin, center fielder, takes that one upstairs. A little extra mustard on that one. Fastball, upper 70s on that one.
That was 79, right?
Yes,
What-
sir.
Your good eyes. Your height and weight measurements always seem quite accurate. Your velocity. You could get a job at the circus.
They'll stop at Gurney and pop into Great America. There's a chopper over the first baseman, over the pitcher's head.
Oh.
Nice play by the shortstop. Fires it over, safe at first, and now they're on the corners with 2 away.
I think it was the right call.
It was a nice play by the shortstop going to
defensive
his
team's
left
hands
on a
were a
chopper
little-
up the middle.
Sorry, Ryan. Yeah.
Just over the glove of the pitcher. Scooped it. Didn't have a lot of time. Made the throw, but half step short. The shots are in business now with runners on the corners here with 2 away.
It was a great stop, though, Ryan. Can't lose sight of the fact that, at least for now, he saved his team a run by cutting that off and not letting it get into center field.
Brings up the catcher, Graham Roberts. Featuring his new baseball bat. Color would you say that is? Aqua blue?
I think it looks like a black barrel with a
Teal?
aqua blue, teal, long shots, teal handle. It might be the Rooney Special, available at every Dick's Sporting Goods in Northern Illinois.
Strike called on the last pitch. Runner advances to second.
Let's battle now.
0-2 the count to Roberts. Go ahead run at second base, scoring position. Like to see the kid punch one out into the outfield. Some momentum going here. Strike 3 swinging there is going to end the inning. Shots leave 2. Game tied 3-3 here as we move into the bottom of the 4th here. Be back in the action in just a minute. And this break in the action has been brought to you by our friends at SafeBuilt, a nationwide firm that partners with local governments across the country, supporting the enforcement of safe building, infrastructure, and maintenance standards, helping communities reimagine staffing, refine service delivery, and realize savings. Back in the action here at the bottom of the 4th. Kiersgaard on the mound. Long shots. He's at 63 pitches.
Yeah, he's been having to work hard today. A lot of Seeing eye singles mixed in with some line drives, a little bit of shaky command, but he's battling. He's broken a couple bats.
Good location, a little bit low on the outside.
Yeah, he's got to do a better job of these first pitch strikes. Not quite enough of them today, but he is battling, which is all you can really ask for.
These 2-day tournaments where you're playing 2 games each day, like to see your pitchers work deep, especially your starters. I think we went through four or 5 pitchers yesterday. That ball hit high in the air, right field. Right fielder calls it, battles the sun. Nicely done. Squeezes the letter.
Yeah, there's no routine right field this game, I don't think, with that sun. Every one of them needs concentration. Good job by Colin there, getting some relatively weak contact. Missing the barrel. Lead off out.
First pitch strike. Swinging. This is Babbitt. He's the number 10 hitter in the lineup. It's his second at bat. Struck out his first at bat. Excuse me, he walked his first at bat. Not going to be the case here as Colin moves ahead 0-2.
Another bold prediction. Weight, height, pitch velocities,
And he gets him swinging on cue.
What are the lottery numbers going to be tonight?
Oh, number 2, 621. 621 on the daily pick 3. Played in the daytime. You can play it in the evening. 621. Box it.
Okay. What side of the NBA Finals side should we be on tonight? Right?
With 2 away, we got to think about it. Okay. 2 away here. Brings up the leadoff hitter. CBT. One misses low.
Again, falling behind. Even if you come battle back, it leads to some high pitch counts.
Nice pitch there by Kiersgaard.
Yeah, I'm not quite
2-1
sure. It looked like
the
it had a little bend on it. I don't know if it was a get me over fastball or maybe a little slider.
Nice pitch on the out. Beautiful location there for strike 2. He evens it up here. Battles back with 2 outs here. Like to see that inside fastball by Colin here. Stays right there. Oh, shit, that gets a piece of Graham Roberts. Looks like maybe off his toe or his top of his, maybe right above the knee. So it's a foul tip. Caught a piece of the catcher. He's walking it off. He's going to be all right. It's got to sting a little bit.
Umpire gives him a little laugh. They both know how it is back there. They both gotten their fair share, I'm sure.
Colin kicks and fires. And there's strike 3, and that's going to do it. They go down in order here in the bottom of the 4th. Top of the 5th coming up here in just a few minutes. The score remains tied. Long shots 3, CBT 3. We'll be back in the action here on the Nero Broadcast Network in just a few minutes. All right, back in action here. Tie score here, top of the 5th. James catches a piece of that one, fouls it off. Home plate umpire David Alexander here, calling balls and strikes. Came by, we exchanged pleasantries in between innings. Nice young man. Thank you so much. Too kind, you're too kind. Second offering here. Chopper down the third base line, fouled and out of play. Oh, are you kidding me? Nice cup of coffee here. Do you well.
0-2 count here for espresso.
Iced coffee nonetheless. That one popped up right side. Right fielder camping out underneath it. Reaches up, squeezes the leather. That's going to be out number 1.
Top of the lineup, Ryan. The long shots are going to do damage. This will be a good start.
Bryce Poston. We'll get it right. Swings at a fastball. Swings through it. First offering. Nice looking fastball there. Not much movement on it. I believe Bryce gets another one like that, he won't miss it.
79 miles per hour.
Oh, yes, sir, Bob. Beautiful. Fantastic. I was going to give you the cup and take the thermos. No, it's perfect. Oh, thank you. The wonderful parents here, the Long Shots organization, taking care of each other. Always good to see. 2-1 to count to Bryce. Game still tied. That one hammered out in the center on a rope. Center fielder right there. Good solid contact by the leadoff hitter. Hit right at him. That's going to be out number 1. Excuse me, that's out number 2.
Just having a hard time putting anything together here after they had 3 runs in the first, Ryan, and I don't think they've had any since. Pitcher's command was a little shaky in the first, but he settled down nicely.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, partner. You know, sometimes they come in bunches too. Hitting's contagious. Very quiet dugout. Had a conversation about that last night, and understand they're not cheerleaders, but you know, you'd like to see a little action in the dugout to pick up your teammates. I think they're still figuring a little bit of that out.
Yeah, I think a few of them have to figure out how to lead the cheers there. You know, it just takes 1 or 2 people to start getting the energy flowing, and then the others will.
That ball hit on the ground. That's going to get through. That's going to be a 2-out single by Byers. And that's going to bring up Renger. Renger with one of the 3 hits here. He's 1 for 2 today with an RBI and a run scored.
Here with 2 outs late in the game. Don't be surprised if Byers is looking to steal on one of these first couple pitches. Try and get himself in scoring position.
That ball hit right side, and that's going to move the runner over. A nice piece of Renger stays hot. This kid looks really good at the plate. Textbook piece of hitting. Punches it through the right side between first and second baseman. And now they're at first and second with 2 outs. That's going to bring up Colin Kiersgaard, the pitcher. Record.
2 good at-bats there for Renger today. It's the second time he's hit it the other way. First one was more of a liner. This one was more of a ground ball, but going the other way, finding the hole. The second baseman was holding the runner, created a nice big gap. First baseman holding the runner. He saw a gap and he hit it. Still throwing 81. Still got heat, Ryan, here. 70 pitches in or so for him.
That pitch off the outside corner. Taken for ball one. Go ahead run at second base. Upstairs there, the heat.
You got to think Colin is thinking about another line, line drive. Try and take it the other way. Follow Renger's lead. Big hole over on the right side. Stay behind the ball. Hit it hard.
And he does that, and it's a line drive. Good idea by Colin there. And that's a line drive to the second baseman. Puts the leather on it for out number 3. And shots leave 2 as we move to the bottom of the 5th. It's long shots 3, CBT 3. We'll be back in the action here, the Euro Broadcast Network, in just a few minutes.
When they like to do
Back in the
early,
action
like
here as
they're
we move
always
to the
done,
bottom
like,
of the 5th
try
here.
to cram it all in the
CBT
front
takes his
end.
bats.
8, 10,
Game still tied
12
3-3
is
here.
about the latest they go.
First pitch offering. And a pitching change here, partner.
Yeah, we got Jim Spresso on the mound. Slides over from third base. He's a multi-year player here on long shots. Primarily a catcher, but
Ball
also
hit out to
plays
center
infield,
field.
and
Center fielder giving chase. It skips by him. That's going to be trouble. Looking for 2. That's going to be a leadoff double. Perhaps a leadoff single.
Yeah, I
with
think
the
that's
air.
a leadoff single, and then misplayed out there in center. Gave the runner an extra base. That's a tough way to lead off the inning here. Presso's got some work to do.
I like Yankin's approach there. He's a speedy center fielder. He's coming in, trying to make a play on that. It just kind of died on him and took a goofy hop. They're not playing on turf here in Kenosha. Skips by him nonetheless. Got the leadoff runner on second. And that represents the go-ahead run here.
The number 3 hitter, didn't know if he would see a bunt here or not. That
Tremel.
first pitch, he didn't show any signs of, but the corners are pinching in.
There's a strike on that outside corner. Nice pitch by Fresso there.
With your 3 hitter, probably preferable to a sac bunt. You'd be looking for him to try to hit the ball hard to the right side. Any hit behind the runner there will advance him at worst, maybe get you hit at best.
It's a piece of that one.
Normally, as a pitcher here, you'd maybe think about working the inner part of the plate to minimize the chance of a hit going to the right side. But at the same time, this umpire has been calling mostly on the outside part, so pick your poison as a pitcher.
Nice pitch. Strike 3 called. Strike 2 called.
That was,
Strike 3, yeah.
That was
Strike
3.
3.
Batter didn't want to admit it.
Yeah, I was almost kind of going off his body language there. I'm like, maybe I got it wrong.
But maybe if you lingered long
Yeah.
enough, the umpire would
Change
forget.
it up. There's one away here. Nice job by Fresso there.
Big out for Fresso. They're getting that first out. Runner still at second.
I was going to skip all the way back to the backstop. Roberts giving chase. Fresso covering home plate. Runner advances from second to third, and now that go-ahead run is only 90 feet away.
Showered us with some gravel on the back spray there.
Yeah.
Hope it didn't get in your drink. Your hot, nice coffee over there.
Oh, beautiful cup of coffee. That's the best kind. I wish there was 6 more lined up right behind it. That ball hit high in the air, right side. Drifting in the foul territory. Sets up, puts the throw on it. And just like that, CBT takes the lead with 2 outs. It's 4-3 now. So the sac fly out to right field. I believe it was caught in foul territory.
Yeah, a little hard to tell, Ryan. I wasn't watching the umpire to see if he gave a signal, but in any event, it was a good attempt by Colin Byers in right. You know, he made a nice catch on the move, fired it back in. Wouldn't say it was a close play at the plate, but it was a noble effort.
A noble effort.
Noble
It
effort.
goes back
Also
out
a
to
famous
Byers.
NBA player from the 70s. Played for the Trailblazers, as I recall. Noble effort. Number 32.
Grounds crew did a nice job here. Some rain came through. There's some standing water in the fan area, but the field of play looks gorgeous here. You wouldn't know that rain had come through last night. Stormed pretty good in the Chicagoland area.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much came through up here, but pretty big puddle over here by the first base dugout shows there must have been something.
Steve Reich. That's going to be strike 2 here.
Maybe that's a lake. In Minnesota, they have quote unquote 10,000 lakes. They'd probably count that as a lake.
Just misses low. 2-2-2 here. Bottom of 5. 1 run in. Nobody on the base pads. Well, that one hammered out in the left center gap. Left fielder right there. Center fielder, rather, right there. Must have had him shaded to the left. Beautifully played. Good contact. Loud out. Long shots get a chance to, at the top of the 6 here, to even the score, or maybe put a crooked number and get back in the lead position here. We'll be back at the top of 6 here in just a few minutes. Back in the action here. Top of 6. Jonas steps in, second baseman. Their long shots team here. He's got an RBI. Takes that first pitch, strike call. Shots chasing 1 run here. Late innings, this first game of the day. 4-3. Swings through that one for strike number 2. Bats have been better today than yesterday. 5 hits in this game. The sum total of both games yesterday. And that's a broken bats. Third baseman comes in charging and gets the out. Sounded funny. I think that bat's done.
I think that's about the 4th broken bat that I think I've seen out there today. I think at least 3 of them have been.
As long as it doesn't say GR on the handle, I think everything is good. That's going to bring up number 22. Long shots. He's due here. Yeah, there's that. One was in the outside corner again. For strike call. 0-1 here to Nero.
Bender.
Looked like a slider.
Yeah.
Huh? A little slide action to it. Started that one on the outer third and kept going.
It has a nice movement to it.
And that one fouled back into the netting. Nero's down 1-2 here. Pitcher's working that outside part of the plate.
It's the second time he's thrown that one, trying to get Nero to swing and miss on a breaking ball.
2-2 the count here.
I see a curveball here again.
And that one foul out of play, right side.
Keep fighting, kid.
That was an 81-mile-an-hour fastball. He's still up there where he started. He's not showing any real sign of velocity decline here late in the game.
Let's see him leave one about mid-thigh here.
I would think it might be a curveball.
Oh. And that one gets
Helmet
a piece
or
of
bat?
Nero, hits him in the top of the helmet. And that's why they wear them. I think he's hit by the pitch. He's going to trot down and take the free pass. So now the tying run at first base.
82-mile-an-hour pitch off the noggin. Nero going through a quick concussion protocol by Johnny Tragos out there.
Is that what that was? Playing a little game of underhand catch. Make sure he's still got his wits about him. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. I check the hand-eye.
All right, with one away here. Runner at first.
Go, Rick.
Long shots have been aggressive on the base pads early. Oh, Nero's going to get the second base. He's going to get the third. And now, all of a sudden, with one out, the tying run is 90 feet away.
Go, Rick. Drive him in.
Big play there for long shots. Rock broke. I like that he didn't stop. He just kept going.
He kept going.
He would have been safe anyway, I think, even if the pitcher makes that throw to the first baseman. But then the pitcher threw it away, and Rock's able to get all the way to third. So that's how you put pressure on the defense. Infield in now here, Ryan.
Bunt shows down the first base line. Fair. Well, sorry about that. If we dropped the signal, just catching up. There was a Nero got on and hit by a pitch. Nero got on and hit by a pitch. Steals second base and then the overthrow and the pickoff attempt to first gets to third, and then a bunt. Sack bunt was perfectly executed. I believe by Yankin there, and he gets Nero in on the play, and then ends up getting to second base on the overthrow.
Oh.
And then catches CBT sleeping and then ends up trotting into third because nobody was covering it. So now with one out, you got man on third, and that represents the go-ahead run 90 feet away, and that's Graham Roberts up to bat.
Yeah,
What a turn of events here,
Yeah,
partner.
thanks for catching this up, sir. I was just going to say that was a tough call on Graham there. Inside breaking ball.
Let's go. Body language.
Just some late game here connectivity. Just some late game here connectivity issues here. Apologize for that. But you didn't miss anything. Still got a runner on third. Go ahead run, 90 feet away. 2 away here.
Curveball for a strike. Nice pitch. It's tough when you can bring 81 mile an hour fastball, 66 mile an hour breaking balls dropping in. Keeps the hitter off balance.
That one off the plate. It's been called a strike there, so I understand being aggressive in the box. I believe that's Fresso.
That one broke low and away.
Is that Fresso?
Looks like a strike, but pretty much unhittable. That is Fresso.
Upstairs. Works himself back into an even count, 2-2 with 2 away.
Does set up that high fastball. Now sets up something with a bend to it, low and away again. Keep changing the hitter's eye angle, make him uncomfortable.
Full count. Well, that might get it done. That's going to be a little snort, and it does. And the long shots move ahead here. As Fresso hits a little duck snort out in the right field, finds the turf into no man's land, and he's aboard with a single, drives in the run, and shots are back in business here. Scores 5-4.
Nice
Just like it was scripted. Sorry,
nice
partner.
to see that one fall in there. I felt like the CTB team here had some fortunate hits early in the game that helped them score some runs, some weak hit balls that just found grass. It's good to see long shots get one of their own.
It's going to bring up the top of the order here. It's Speedy Postman at the plate. Nero jumps in for the pitcher. And with 2 outs.
It's a busy guy in the bases this inning, right?
Nero inches his way off the base fan.
A little low, I guess, Ryan.
Yes, sir. Great. We'll leave that up to David Alexander. Home plate umpire. Calling balls and strikes today. Nero gets his lead at first. That one misses upstairs. I'm helping him out a little bit. All right, 2-0 here. Hitters count. Nero not much of a lead at first. That one misses upstairs again, and that's going to be 3-0 the count here with 2 away. Long shots have manufactured 2 runs here. Sorry, manufactured 1 run on the bunt single. And then Fresso with a well-placed hit in the right field scored the go-ahead run. And that one missed upstairs. That's 4 straight. And now they're on first and second. That's going to bring up Byers.
94 pitches here, Ryan, for this young man. Coming right out of the gates here in the summer. That's a lot of pitches. This is what, his fourth time through the lineup, and it looks like we do have a manager deciding maybe this is the end of the line.
Yeah, I got a slow walk to the mound as the CBT team gathers on the bump. It looks like that's the coach, and he's going to go ahead and take the baseball from the young man who's pitched to Gem today, giving up 4 runs on, he's given up 8 hits, 1 error, and 4 runs. That's going to do it for him. They're going to bring in a new pitcher, and this will break in the action. It's going to be brought to you by O'Sullivan's Public House. New pitcher coming in
We do
for
have two on the
CBT.
live stream.
And
One
this
of them
pitching
is-
change. This
Sorry.
pitching change is brought to you by Mac Tragos and Hoffman Injury Attorneys. If you or someone you know is injured in a workplace accident, a trucking accident, a car accident, or better yet, a train accident, aggressive, call Mac Tragos and Hoffman at 312-676-0100 and ask for Jim for a free consultation. Remember, at Mac Tragos and Hoffman, you're not just a client, you're family.
Nice read, Ryan.
Thank you for joining us on the Nero Broadcast Network. If you want to stay updated with new content, please help us by subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell icon to enable notifications. This will ensure you're notified whenever new videos are uploaded. This break in the action has been brought to you by Dairy Queen in Villa Park, 211 East St. Charles Road. The Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park. My pitching change here. It looks like there was a foreign substance on the pitcher's hands. David Alexander ran out a bottle of acetone to clean off the hands. Just happened to have that in the gang box. So whether you want to manicure or you want to remove the pine tar, you're set here in Kenosha at Nash Park.
Something doesn't look right over here.
Something's
Ryan.
not right here. We still got something on the hands, and he's gonna, and that's it. He's coming off the mound, and we're gonna.
I don't know if I've ever seen this before, Ryan.
This is an interesting turn of events here. Now the ball's going to go back to the home plate
We have to
umpire.
inspect
David.
those balls at this point. You know, there might be still some sticky residue on there. Maybe
Well,
this
you
is
don't want
all
to
a
have
ploy.
sticky balls, partner. There's no doubt about that.
I set you up for that. Sweaty balls.
Hey, keep it clean. Keep it clean now. So what's going on? We got a little insight. What really happened out there?
Well, I hate to let you in on this one there, but looked like there was some kind of conspiracy theory out
and what was the conspiracy?
there. Had a tampon and sex.
Oh my gosh! Okay. Both of those aggressive. Good fans here on both sides here for this first contest here this morning. It looks like we found a pitcher. It's number 22. Let's see if we can pull up some information on this young right-hander. Different velocity for sure. We're going from the low 80s, upper 70s to...
Right now, I'm getting a lot of low 60s, Ryan, on the velocity estimator.
This is probably why we got 90 pitches off that first. That's great stuff. That's great stuff. So if you're out of the Kenosha area, I hear there's a nice Italian deli.
Got something up there. Low,
What's
low
it called
battery? I
again?
don't know what's on there. Shouldn't be a battery.
Features homemade Italian sausage, Italian deli meats. You can get a sub sandwich or a sausage. Well, we're going to pull that name up here in a second.
For whatever reason, the battery didn't kick in.
All right, we'll catch up with that key piece of delicatessen information in just a bit as we're back in the action here. We found a pitcher.
Maybe we could reset things a bit here. Looks like, Ryan, we got a 5-4 game long shots, 2 outs, runner on first and second.
Oh, that ball skips by.
Interference.
Okay, that first offer hits the dirt, and both runners advance to second and third. All of this with 2 outs, partner, mind you. Tenutas. There's the name of that deli. Good research by our local historian here.
As Near was rounding third over there, he made contact with the third baseman.
I'll have to review the game footage on that. That's Colin Byers in there. That one misses low. And the long shots have a chance to get things going.
Opportunity there for Nero, maybe just keep. He's used to running into guys, right?
Go, Colin.
This football.
Nero would have no problem stealing home here on one of the dirt. I guarantee you that. I'm starting to see why we did not want to go to the bullpen here until late.
2 outs though. Just takes one pitch for this guy to get out of this.
Got to believe Byers is taken here all day long. And he does that. And now the bases are juiced for Renger. Strong right-hander, having a great game here. He's 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI already. And he's got a chance to break this game open right now with one swing of the bat.
He did a good job against velocity. The last guy hitting it to right. Now we're going to see what he can do against a whole different speed of pitcher.
First offering low. Bases full of shots. I don't see any line, but boy, oh boy, they're ready. No, nothing on that one? Okay, we'll pass.
I need you to explain that one to me. Is that a bar joke?
Lime, shot of tequila.
I think this.
It's a stretch.
I think the CBT coach might need a shot right now after these last 6 or 7 pitches.
Oh, that one fired in there for a strike. And Renger taken all day long. 2-1 to count with 2 away. Nowhere to put Renger. Oh, man. Just out in front of that one a little bit. And now it's 2-2. Big difference in velocity here between the starting pitcher.
Maybe tried to do too much with that one.
That ball inside. Count is full. Runners are going to be off with the pitch. That one out into the gap in left center. That's going to do it. It's down, and here comes 1 run. And here comes Poston. That's 2. And that's a 2 RBI single as Renger continues to absolutely mash in this tournament here. Didn't try to do too much, just got the barrel on the bat, sent it out into the gap in left center. Riley scores 6-4 shots as Colin Kiersgaard steps to the plate. Again, all this with 2 outs here. Hang a gold star on that Renger kid.
Come on, dude.
That's going to be all the way to the backstop. That's going to score a run. That ball rolls up to the pitcher's mound on the flip back. Renger wisely stays at second. And Byers scores on the play. And now it's 8-4 long shots.
Right, I think you mentioned early in this inning, sometimes the runs come in bunches.
Yes, indeed.
This has been a game full of prognostications. Correctly made by.
I'm not sure what a
Fearless
prognostication is. I think I failed it in high school.
Probably due to procrastination.
Well played.
Long P words.
Well played.
Couldn't even get out of my mouth.
That one gets a piece of Kiersgaard, and he's going to trot
The
down.
new elbow guard may or may not have come into play there. Right?
Kiersgaard takes one. I thought it was off the thigh.
Yeah, I think you're right. But just trying to make myself feel better about the $100 investment. In the elbow.
You're still jamming about that one, huh, partner?
Yeah. One of those, Colin came to me at like midnight. Oh, yeah, I need an elbow guard. It's a heck of a time to tell someone that you need something.
Uh-oh, they're going to advance here. No throw, and now we're at second and third here.
Need a kinetic
Jonah up to the plate here for the shots. Oh, takes a swing at that one. Foul tip, strike one. 1-1 the count.
That was a slow one, pretty far inside. Tough to pull that.
Can't have enough runs here. That one in the dirt, skips back, and here comes Renger.
What a game from Mr. Ringer.
And Renger scores. And he's got a 3-hit day with 2 runs scored and 4 RBIs. 3 RBIs. What a game he's having. And now with Kiersgaard at third. Gets hit by a pitch and ends up on third base in a matter of 2 or 3 pitches. That one hit high in the air. Center fielder giving chase, takes a look at it, camps underneath it, squeezes the leather for out number 3. But not after the Long Shots organization have scored 6 runs. The score as we move into the bottom of the 6th, it's Long Shots 4. We'll be back in the action here in just a few minutes. Thank you for joining us on the near East St. Charles Road. The Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy. Okay. All right. David Alexander over here to talk to the press box and explains to us that this will be the last half inning, so this will be the last at bat here for CBT. Due to a time limit constraint, we had a big break in the action during the pitching change here. Probably had some kind of an effect on that. As it is, Fresso back on the bump. First pitch misses low, and we're underway here. 3 outs away from a first victory here in this showcase tournament. CBD chasing 5. It's a fly ball out in the kind of no man's land, and it falls in between the center fielder, right fielder, and the second baseman. And now with no outs, they've got runners on first and second. The first guy reached on 4 straight. By way of the free pass, got the walk. And that was just a little flare out in the right center. Again, CBT chasing 5 here with no outs, runners on first and second. It brings up the left-hander.
Nothing comes easy, Ryan. Nothing good ever comes easy. Oh,
that's a line drive up the middle. Akers feels it. Yankin rather feels it. Solid single there. Now the bases are loaded.
all right. Fresso's just got to focus on the hitter here, I think. Just zero in, 1 out at a time, 1 pitch at a time.
A lot of activity here behind the press box as games ending and changing and fields are changing here. First pitch strike there. Fresso needed that one, and so do the Long Shots. They want to wrap this one up. They got to do it now.
This is the guy with the bloody nose issue here batting.
Indeed it is. Might have been a HIPAA violation there, partner.
Oh, sorry about that. That's
Strike 2.
upper body injury.
Yeah, so to clarify, it looks like during that pitching change confusion, pitcher maybe that was coming in had a bloody nose, as my partner identified there, and maybe got on his hands, and so therefore got on the baseball, and so therefore to control the bleeding, they had to bring another pitcher in. That was it in a nutshell. We're back in the action here. 1 and 2, and that's strike 3.
Tough game for port number 27. Throws his bat in frustration.
Yeah, you never like to see that. Want to keep your composure.
Wasn't thrown hard. It was more of an underhand toss, but nevertheless, didn't get a chance to pitch.
Base is still loaded here. One away. Sun beating down. Gorgeous day. Inside little, we call that chin music. So that's Babbitt's. They're 16 for CBT.
Big batter here for Fresso. 10th hitter in the lineup. On deck hitter is the leadoff hitter. If he can get a
Babbitt's
second out here, it'll be a nice win for him.
He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout and a walk. I don't think he's going to take that bat off his shoulder, to be quite honest with you.
That pitch looked pretty good, but Alexander hasn't really been given that high pitch.
Didn't miss by much there. It's now 3-0. That one catches the zone. It's 3-1. Let's see if Fresso can battle back here. Nowhere to put him. I believe he's taken all day here. Oh, no, he takes a hack at ball 4 and comes up empty. And the count is full. Fouled off. Nice pitch there by Fresso. Full count, 1 away, bases loaded, shots lead 9-4. 2 hours and 2 minutes into this game. We started about 1 or 2 minutes early. I got a piece of the home plate umpire, a piece of the bat.
Was close to being a hit by pitch or ball 4, either way you want to look at it, but it managed to find a little piece of wood there and maybe part of the batter's finger too. I'm not sure.
Sometimes they go off a sound there. I think it's a different sound when you get plunked by one versus off a wooden bat. Yeah.
Makes sense.
And
Sometimes that
to
batter
boot,
reaction can tell you things too.
Yep. And it got a piece of the home plate umpire too, so he might have been trying to duck out of the way at the same time. But here we go. Full count, 3-2,
Bat,
bases
finger, and
juiced.
umpire. That's a lot of things to hit. That's one magic pitch.
That one down low, and that's going to walk in a run.
All right, important here for Fresso to get ahead in the count, give himself some runway here. Don't want to pitch behind in the count, stress or throwing strikes, having to come in with an easy pitch. So let's see if he can't get this one to 0-1.
Just misses low there. An elusive first pitch strike.
Tying run out the plate, Ryan.
Yes, partner, you are not kidding about that.
Actually, yeah, tying run out the plate, 9-5.
That one's in there for a strike called. 1 ball, run strike. That one out in the center field. Woo! Nice play out there. And that's Yankin
Ooh.
on the late steal from third there. Not sure what happened. I looked down for a second.
A sack fly, maybe a little bit of a delayed decision to go home.
So 9-6 here with 2 outs.
Long shots will gladly trade that run for the out. 1 out away from this game being over.
There's a strike called on the first pitch. Like to see that.
He's been calling that outside corner fastball all day. I'm Fresso. Aim for that same spot again right here. He's really got the corners guarding the lines here, that long shots coach. If that was the tying run at first, I could see it. You don't want him to score on an extra base hit, but here you just want the out.
Hit up in the air, and that might do it. Right fielder backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. Oh! It gets over his head. And that's going to score one. Here comes another one. And that's going to be a 2-run triple. And now it's 9-8. And that fly ball to right field just carried and carried and carried and ended up over the head of Byers out there.
Go, James, you got it.
Now the tying run is 90 feet away with 2 away. Wind blowing in today, interesting. Fresso comes into relief, has thrown 40 pitches already in an inning and 2/3.
Again, not sure about carding the lines here. Tying runs already at third inning hit. Scores the tying.
Gotta make a pitch here. There it is. Strike 2, works it full. Now long shots, 1 strike away from putting this one into the books. A lot of excitement here in the late innings. There's a ground ball, third baseman picks it. It's Colin Kiersgaard, fires across the diamond, and he gets the out. And that is why you guard the line, apparently, huh?
Again, what a brilliant decision to guard the lines there. Had his defense perfectly positioned. Colin makes the play.
And so long shots come out victorious here, and a nail biter here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The final score here, 9-8. Long shots, 9 runs on 7 hits with 4 errors. CBT, 8 runs on 10 hits with 1 error. We'll be back at around 12:30 for the conclusion of this tournament in Game 4 against, I don't know, the next team.
ITB Gold.
ITB Gold. We'll catch you then. Thanks for watching the Nero Broadcast Network.